Hello everyone, I thought let's do a video using my amazing system called Labyrinth Through Time. And I have so much faith in this system, and I've had amazing feedback to many people all around the world at how much they're loving it. And I trademarked the name because I just know this is destined for bigger and bigger and bigger things to come. So, introducing Labyrinth Through Time. So, what is Labyrinth Through Time? Labyrinth Through Time is a divination system all in itself that if you've never been into reading or mediumship at all, this is a one-stop shop if that's what you choose. So, what do you get? You get this beautiful gold tin, and the tin is actually, you can hear it rattling because I've got things inside it. The tin is a screw lid, so you can chuck it in your bag and you won't lose all your bits. You get this amazing book that is very, very self-explanatory, and I've done step by step by step by step, and all the dictionary of the meanings as well. And it's a beautiful glossy book, and it's, I forget now, I think it's like 76 pages. There you go. And so what's in the tin of goodies? In the tin we have, I'll show you bit by bit. It is a spandex mat, and the lovely thing with these spandex mats is they can stretch, you can throw them in the wash, it's all completely colour fast, and if you're like me, I'm very good at spilling tea all over everything. Just ask my clients, I'm very good at that. So it is a mat. This mat is 12 inches or 30 centimetres approximately. It is a double-sided mat, and this side's for short. It'd be great for people who do work in crystal shops and do 15-minute type readings at fairs and markets and things, because this side here is great for that quick read in the general areas of life, and it's a fabulous one for just that quick general reading. Though this side is where we do a lot of the work, and in particular I like this side if you are looking at messages from spirit. So, what else do we get in the bag? We get a little bag, and in here we have cards. These are mini cards, and mini cards, gosh, I can't think of the inches. I think they're about 1.5 inches by about 2.25 inches or 2.5 inches. I can't quite remember, sorry, we're metric here. It's all in the listing. There is 25 image cards. Now these image cards all match the images that are printed on the mat. Right? So there's 25 symbols here. It also has, there's some of my, you can tell I've had this all mixed up. Where am I? Yeah, okay. It also has 11 word cards. And these are, you'll see what I do with them for extra information. So they're a card component. You get in the kit, you also get a 12-sided dice, and you get a beautiful amethyst pendulum. And I've left these on these double chains because this is not just a pendulum, it's actually a necklace. So, and it's short enough and that's delicate enough to wear as a piece of jewellery. So you get a double function out of that one. So the base kit comes with, in its tin, you get your cards, your mat, the reversible mat, your booklet, all in the tin, and your pendulum and your dice. Now, the option too is to have a charm kit added with it. Now, this charm kit here, I've got 2 lots of charms in here, and one is my base 50 set starter kit charm, and the other is the add-on 50 set charm. So there's 100 charms sitting in there. And the reason I leave these in here like that, it's because the whole lot is a travel pack. And I don't need to put anything else in the tin. Everything goes into one hit. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I'm going to get a message from Spirit. So the first thing is, and I've got a couple of beautiful people very dear to me in spirit, and I've lost my father, I think it's about 17 years ago now, and we lost our eldest brother in our family. There was 5 children, now there's only 4 of us left. And so both of those people are very prominent to me in the spirit world. And I have the other person who was very dear to me, but she died when I was only a child, and that was my father's grandmother, father's mother, my grandmother, Nana Lucy. And she was a character. So she was the wild piano playing character who wore amazing red wigs in her late 70s and her 80s. She was a real screamer. So first question is, I'm going to be using my pendulum of, is there spirit here with me today? And then I'll show you how we decipher who it is. So the key here is the center point, which I start with about unlocking your destiny. And this is why, again, it's very much unlocking. We start in the center. So my pendulums, for those who are new to this channel, is my pendulums for yes go anti-clockwise, my no's go clockwise, my maybes or uncertains will either swing vertical or horizontal. So I hope you can get to see this a little better. So the first thing I'm going to ask is there spirit here today? There usually always is. I'm getting little, oh, there she goes. All right, so now these symbols are very important in the middle here, because we ask, is it a female or is it a male? And then we'll go, is it, either if it's a female, it'd be either an older lady or a younger person, or is it, if it's a man, is it an older male or a younger male? And then we'll go into the letters. So I know someone's here. So, are you female? I'm getting a no. Okay, so it's male. Can't be anything else. So, is it older male? No. So, it's young male, obviously. Now, there's, like I said, the most young male to me was my brother Shannon. So I'd come around here to the S and I would ask, is that you, Shannon? He's dancing. Say, are you Shannon or are you pranking me? No, it's Shannon. Okay. So I know, even during the video, he's very talkative, my brother Shannon. Often pops in. So I know my brother Shannon is the spirit that's around me, and he's very strong, always in this room. And some of you have heard it. We often say on video, it's been on the video quite often, is I've got a battery doorbell in this room. It's back access that no one else from the street can come in unless they're invited in. And my doorbell rings at the most random times, and it's even getting my attention now by changing the actual tune in the doorbell. So that's something new that he started to do recently. So the first thing is, when I'm there and I'm thinking, what is it that you want to tell me? I'm going to mix through my charms, and I'm starting in the middle. All right, so, and I'm only putting a few to start with. So I'm now looking at my charms, and everyone says to me, what if they land up the wrong way? Isn't that negatives? No, they are just objects. And if you took charms to read negative, what happens on the days when every charm is upside down? So no, you turn them up the right way, it doesn't matter. So I'll read out what I've got here. I've got the mask on number 12. I've got camel between the 12 and 1, but he's close to the number 1. I also have the turtle on number 2. I've got a dancer on the pram, and I've also got the protractor there on the actual telephone. So I'm asking there is, what information is it you want to tell me? Now the numbers here generically are about timing. And if I'd have said what Spirit wants me to know for the next 12 months, you would look at that as 12 months, each one as a monthly symbol. Usually when I do a reading like this, I usually do say 12 months. You might want to shorten your time span to 3 months, 6 months, or whatever. You then divide your 12s accordingly. So if, for instance, say you said what's happening in the next 4 months, literally divide your clock and use knit needles. And you would divide that up in as month, 2 month, 3 month, 4. But I'm using it today as 12 months. So the camel here on number 1, it still would tell me there's a challenge that's coming up for me, and it is in around a month's time. Camel is a very important symbol because it does mean, yes, bumps literally along the way, but in order to get past the bumps, you keep moving. It's really funny, I've got all sorts of back injuries, and every time I see a camel, it straight away hurts in my back. Yeah, crazy, I know. The turtle is on number 2. Now, a turtle is a beautiful symbol of longevity, and it's also very maternal. And there would tell me something that maybe I need to look at, nurture within myself. But again, things may be slower, but I will still achieve. And that's here on the number 2, which tells me a couple of months. So it's interesting, I've got the challenge here on 1, but then I'm still progressing forward here on the number 2. The dancer on the baby pram is about new joys. Yes, it can be literally around somebody younger. Dancer is the celebrations, the linking of arms. So it would tell me something new is appearing and entering my life that I will be having great delight about. The telephone is about communication, and the protractor and the triangle often is about working things out. So there would tell me I need to be really specific in the conversations of what I am saying. Attention to detail is an absolute must, and making sure the conversation of who I'm having it with, that I'm really clear and very precise about what is it that I'm trying to discuss or get the message across to somebody. The mask here means what is it that I am hiding from is quite often a mask, and it sounds harsh, but very much a mask often is, it's a bit like those who watch Dr. Phil, it's time to get real. And here in Australia, we'd say, this shit's getting real. So a mask is very much is, what is it I'm not seeing, and time to literally remove the veil. So I do look at what is going on in my life. It's coming right up around the 12th mark, which would tell me, again, around the 12 months' time, I do need to keep clear and have my eyes open. Now, for those of you who know anything about numerology, you would also then be looking at your numbers from the numerology energies as well. So 1 being singular means power and strength, and it's the masculine energy. So it's interesting, again, power and strength, and being the solo voyager, the camel there would still tell me, keep strong, keep forging forward, even as a singular, but use the strength and the power. The 2 is about cooperation and union and balance and equality. 2 is a feminine energy number. And again, the maternal interesting with the feminine energy, which means something I need to look at, nurture myself in order to progress forward. The number 12 is literally the numbers of the 1 and the 2 together. And when you have duplicate numbers, it means working through the first number to achieve your second. So again, the mask is, don't be again 1, as in the negative is the stubbornness of number 1. And it's again, don't be afraid to look past it. Don't be stubborn for what is right in front of you. So there's a whole bunch of things if you are a numerology person, but it's really not necessary. So I've got the guts of the information of, okay, Shannon's trying to tell me there may be some tough times, but I will master through these. It's important of these new celebrations that will come. This could be literally a new project for me. And there would tell me be specific in my conversations and getting my point across and not to confuse the issue. And again, I need to really stay abreast and keep my eyes wide open of what's going on around me. So then we come to the outer ring. Okay. Again, when you cast charms, don't grab your charms like this because you don't need it. Think of it like the expensive perfumes. A little bit goes a long way. A lot of it will give you a headache. So we are just gathering here, and I'm doing a couple of scatters just around. Right, just random. Now our symbols, I work from the rings out. So here I've got the mountain sitting on the castle. Now castle is about career and business and so on. And the mountain means getting past the challenges. And a challenge in around business is, I suppose, COVID is our biggest challenge, and me being able to see my face-to-face clients, and that is a big challenge, and there's a lot of things we have to prepare for. So, yep, I get what you're meaning to me, Shannon. So round here then we've got the monkey, and we've also got the car. So the monkey is on the teacup. So it would tell me, yes, there is some fun times still to have teacups, as in tea reader. Yeah, I know, pardon the pun. But it would also tell me too, though, watch for the tricksters. And by gee, have I had a lot of those. From every damn promotional call and email right now, I get to the point where I just don't even answer the phone anymore. And that could literally be there, people trying to lure me into something that I really don't want to do. The car is a movement sign, so it does mean taking control, offload the passengers, I often say. And the bat is often, again, about using what's in my head and the creative space to think outside the box and take it to a whole new level, which I hope that I do that to all you people who are followers and purchase my products. I like to see you all gaining more and more and more passion and experience. So now I'm going to start in the letter circle. We have the key on the letter H. Now, the alphabet often means person, place, or thing, which tells me there could be somebody with the letter H, so it could be a Harry, it could be a Hillary, and the key there would tell me the person may be very, opportunity for me to combine with this person, or they may be involved here in helping me open many doorways forward. It could even literally be a suburb that you go to. So the H, you file that in your memory bank. It is something important with the key. We've got the dragon. Dragon is don't feel fear when it's not there. It often is fictitious, so it means we get scared of things that aren't really there, and that's sitting on the letter L. The dragon in its positive means literally take it by the wings and fly. It's like you've got 2 things or 3 things with the dragon. Think of it visually. It's sitting on the precipice and it's looking over hills and canyons of far and wide. It can fly, take flight, it can fall into the pit, or it can freeze on the spot. I always say choose to fly. Don't fall and don't freeze. So there would tell me again something is important with the letter L, where I will find my wings. Here, they're not quite touching the letter, but I'd still like to read the charm itself. I've got a starfish, and we've also got the umbrella. And an umbrella open is about protection for many little things that bump along the way. Literally think sun showers. And it's like protection of you and those who are closest to you. It doesn't mean protection for 10 people. Think of literally umbrella will cover 2 or 3. So it does mean good protection that is around me. The starfish is about the changes and also adapt and grow. It's one of those miracle things. Its legs get cut off, but it continues to grow a new one. So it is, again, adapt and change. As I grow, protection is looking after me. Here we've got the little lizard on the letter Y. It's a gecko. We call them geckos here in Australia, tiny little ones. The lizard is often about enjoyment in the sun. Its negative, though, would tell me don't get too complacent and sit back and let things just fall apart. So it would tell me again, get off your butt, Karen, and be involved. And it's been pretty hard because, like I said, I've had major back issues and surgeries and Lord knows what. Something to do with the letter Y, though, here. And it just, again, it could be a person's name, it could be an Yvonne that I need to, yes, who's friendly when I see lizard, because it would tell me somebody who's good and friendly. But the big thing with the lizard is don't get lazy or complacent. We have the peacock that, again, is sitting on the edge. Peacock is about marketing and advertising in business, which means don't be afraid to show yourself, show the soul of who I am and all that I have. And I really hope that I am transparent and that you guys learn from me and enjoy what I do, because that's what the peacock to me is all about, is honouring and showing everything that I have to give to you as the world. So that is my labyrinth through time, people, and that's just about messages from spirit and just how simple it can be. You don't have to sit in the dark room and candles lit everywhere and practice yoga and go om. Spirit will always communicate with you if you just ask. And it's like, are you here? And it can be some of the most random ways that spirit pops in. Mine is very common. Like I said, I get a random doorbell at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I know the presence is around me. So welcome to Labyrinth Through Time. I just wanted to add a little bit more information to this and why we have cards and also question cards that go with it. These, when we look at our messages of what I've got here, if there is something really uncertain and you're not sure, what do I do, how do I go about it, this is where the cards are very handy. And so here, for instance, I can look at, okay, give me more information about the key and the letter H. The dog card has come up, which would tell me friendly person, could be somebody I already know. Dog is a lovely symbol, talks about loyalty. So that's nice. I can ask anything like, where am I? Say the dragon, for instance, and I'm going to put there and say, is there what am I afraid of? And again, we can draw a couple of cards. I've got the anchor, which is about security, and I've also got the mirror. And mirror is about reflection of how I am seen, not to me, but also to the outside world. So there, it's literally telling me, don't be camera shy, Karen. Mind you, you wouldn't want to see me at the moment. I have blue hair. Long story. Which can tell me literally, yeah, that it's okay that you see probably my hands. I always figure the reason you see my hands is because this way you are learning hands-on and you don't need to see my face with blue hair. And there could be, again, my insecurities maybe on how people see my face when they see me. So it's very open and I'm being very honest with you here. We can then look over here at the peacock. So again, I can look at it and say, well, is there something I need to do differently for marketing or advertising? Key means open new doorways. The book there, I know I'm going to have a couple of people saying, Karen, when's the book coming? When's the book coming? I have ADHD, so my concentration level is that of a fish. But again, advertising can tell me open doors or new pathways of how to advertise or market. And the book there is literally tells me I need to learn things too. So I can get that. I actually truly get that. These question cards, you can actually, they all come in sets now. I have, where am I? We've got, I'll just lay them out here. We've got a 3-month, a 6-month, a 12-month. Then we've got a pros and a cons. Then I've got what is hidden and further advice. Then, hang on, where's my hopes? Oh, I'm missing a card. It must be in there. There is another one. Then I've got don't do this and do this. So these as well can also add to further information in anywhere that I needed to add more info. I'm trying to find my other one. Oh, there it is. Here's, I had it mixed up. So if I, for instance, hang on, I'll just put these back again, because I do have them in their pairings, and I go there. So I'll leave those cards there, but I've got a blank space here. So if I put here, do this and don't do this, that'll also give me further information. So I can then go and say, okay, what have I got to do? And then what have I not got to do? So I've got a lion and a frog. So it tells me take the leap of faith, and the lion is have the strength, the courage, the stamina to do so. And then here it's got don't do this. The scissors there would tell me don't cut off things before I've given it a chance. And a galloping horse there would tell me I need to probably concentrate a little more, because a galloping horse is, no, I don't want to deal with this and run away with freedom and have joy in the sun. So it tells me what I shouldn't do as well. You can use these question cards if you like just with your cards, and that's fine. Because I have 100 charms in my tin, I like to use my charms, and this is how we gather the information. So that's a mediumship reading, all about me when it comes to my reading from Spirit. Thanks for listening.